together on the turf. And Peter, the first run and then the workout, and then I was done, I was gassed, and she toasted me for that last mile. I was beating by half a mile. So, happy birthday, Coach.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
What's the number now?
Oh, 21.
You old enough to get your driver's license?
Old enough for that, for sure. Old enough for my driver's license. No, thank you guys for the birthday wishes. It's a great, always great for me. I've always worked on my birthday, so it's always been training camp. So that's the normal for me. Everybody always asks, "Hey, what are you doing for your birthday?" I'm training camp, working, sweating. So it's a great day, though. Really grateful, blessed to see another year. I never take it for granted. And thank you guys for the warm welcome.
So about the first day of pads, you talked about how things will start to ramp up. What did you see today that stood out?
With it being the first day of pads, what stood out first and foremost, guys did a really great job of just staying up off the ground. I want guys to still be able to protect each other. We're still teammates. Understand we want to play physical football, but we got to protect each other. And I thought our guys came out, did a really good job of that. And you can see our running backs really running the football how it will look, playing physical behind their pass. I thought those guys, Chub did a really good job today with a couple runs, also Jawar. So, and our defense as well, they stepped up, played physical, nice. Couple nice thuds, nice tackles in there, so I'm excited. First day of pads, everybody was safe. That's so I'm happy to get out clean today.
Coach, I know spoke on Saturday about Joe Mixon. What changed as far as his diagnosis is concerned?
Yeah, nothing's changed with Joe. Joe is still working, in the background. I know we get reports about Joe. Nothing's changed. He's still working. Whenever it's time for Joe to be back, he'll be back. Right? I know a lot of people want to report a lot of things about guys with injuries. My thing is are you really concerned about our guys? Or are you really just trying to get something out there, right? And for me, I always put my players' health and safety first and foremost. So I care about the guys, so you guys don't hear me talking a lot about injuries because that's their personal information. Guys are working through that, and it's nothing to report or get in an uproar about. Like, our guys are working, and it's always sensitive to me because I've been there. I've went through that. So it's not just to report something. Like, I want people here who truly care about our guys. I care about our guys and what they're doing throughout their process, and it'll continue to be that way.
DeMeco, Brevin, I think, so to speak with us today. What have you seen from him now that he's healthy and when healthy? What can he bring to this offense?
Yeah, what I've seen from Brevin, man, he's excited to be back on the field playing football. Brevin spoke. He just said, you talk about how rough of a time it is with injuries and to be missing football, missing your teammates, missing being out here on the field. So he's so grateful to be back out here, and you see that excitement on his face. You see how he attacks the day. I think one of his first plays out, he caught a short pass, and it reminded me of the play he had versus the Browns where he took one the distance, right? And that's what Brev can do. He's an explosive playmaker, and I'm as excited to see him back out here working with a smile on his face.
Why was he an important player to bring back on an extension? He signed him during the season last year. He did what he did.
Yeah, it was important to bring Brevin back on an extension because I see a very talented young player who's really loves football, and I know he can help us, whether it's passing game, running game. He's doing a really great job of working at the line of scrimmage, working on the blocking as well. So I see an ascending young player. And when you got an ascending young player in your building, we want to keep as many of those guys here as we can. So I'm happy to, lock Brevin up for a few more years.
You guys were able to add C.J. Gardner-Johnson to what was already a successful secondary. What excites you about the potential of that?
What excites me about the potential of our secondary group, adding CJ is, you don't add, it's not just another player. You're adding a Pro Bowl, all-pro caliber player with a Super Bowl pedigree who's done it at a high level, brings others along with him. Like, he's a true leader by example and by talking. Like, he does a really great job of motivating guys, getting guys to go. And he's a very thoughtful guy, asks really great questions. All right, really smart player, asks great questions, making sure everybody's on the same page, and that's what a safety has to be. A safety has to be an elite communicator along with the Mike linebacker, and that's what CJ has done for us. Did a really great job of communicating. Now, when the ball is snapped, any one of those guys back there can go make plays. So I like their play style, and I love the way they're gelling and coming together.
You know what you're like. You were living through the injuries when you were a player. You're sensitive to that. What about it is sensitive as a player when you're hearing reports or whatever that might be that you can relate to?
Yeah, for me, it's everybody doesn't have all the information. We have all the information on our guys, so when you talk about injuries and all of this with the guys as a player, you're sitting there and everybody wants to report about who's not out here and what they're not doing. I would like to talk about the guys that are here and the guys who are busting their tails out here on the field in this hot climate, the humidity. Guys are working, grinding. I want to highlight these guys who are doing a great job. I understand our guys who aren't out here, guys are in the back end, they're doing the same thing. They're working just as hard as the guys who are out here, and I just always think it's unfair for everybody to always jump to be first to report something about an injury and is not taking that player into consideration.
DeMeco, when it comes to
We'll take a couple more.
when it comes to the trenches, the pads can be a great equalizer. Did you see that happen today for the offensive line when you can actually kind of put your hands on the wheel a little bit more?
By putting on the pass today, you did. I saw our O-line do a nice job of blocking the D-ends, D-tackles. They also did a great job of getting after them as well. It's going to be really great competition, right? Our O-line gets to go against one of the top D-lines in the league every single day. You get to go against the top guys, so everybody's going to get better from that. And so that's what I saw today.
So a player like Chub, how much of what he went through from an injury standpoint a couple of years ago comes into evaluating where he is and maybe not trying to compare him to pre-injury status and just kind of take what he does out here?
Yeah, when it comes to Chubb and how am I comparing him, guy's age, he's been through a lot. It's not always going to be the same as his early years in the NFL. But what I hang my hat on with him is just this guy loves football. He's physical. He plays the right way. He prepares himself the right way. Really sharp guy when it comes to the protection scheme. He's on it. He's helping out the guys. Coach Danny Barrett has done a great job of bringing him along, getting caught up to our scheme. And so, seeing him today, he definitely showed up in the pass today. A guy who can play physical behind his pass. He can eat out yardage. So I'm excited to see him just play football. And that's what he's always been. He's always been a tremendous, football player, especially when he's healthy. So he's still working his way back. And it looks like he's in really good shape, and he'll continue to get better. Now going through camp, everybody continues to get better the more you go through it. And I see the same, with Chubb.
All good?
All right. Thank you, guys.
Yep, appreciate it.